Here's Spidey on the Hasbro flight stand today. You can get those on Hasbro Pulse in 3-packs, by the way. But yeah, here he is with the bendy webs. That looks absolutely cool, man, doesn't it? So sweet.
Sean Solo Geek.
Hey, what's going on? It's Sean Solo 8, and I'm back with another Marvel Legends action figure review. From Spider-Man 60 Years series, we have the Iron Spider. As you can see, he's the windowless packaging, so you just get, I believe it's a digital render right there on the front. I'm not 100% sure on that. On the top of the package, you get the pretty sweet Spider-Man 60 Amazing Years. On the side, let's zoom in on that for you guys. Pretty cool illustration of Spider-Man from Civil War. On the other side, you have a digital render of your Spider-Man figure, Iron Spider. On the back, there is no bio. I guess the days of those are gone. You get one extra set of hands, a pair of Waldos, and of course, a cool pose of Iron Spider. Without further ado, let's open up Iron Spider and let's take a closer look. Oh look, they double taped this one, which is good. And when you slide it out, it's like you've got your Waldos in a different package and nothing else in the box. Here is our Iron Spider. Slide our figure out. Ooh, he is definitely beautiful, huh? Oh yeah. I really like the way this guy feels already. We're gonna go ahead and put him just right there. Gotta cut another piece of tape here. And we have your Waldos. So as you can see, he comes with his 2 fists, 2 whipping hands, and of course his Waldos, which I've seen a few reviews already. I guess they only articulate in a few places, but they do look cool, don't they? There is 3 of them, and they do look absolutely identical, unless, of course, it swivels here. Yeah, they are identical. So for articulation, it looks like they only bend right here, so that bends pretty good. No bend in that piece, and a bend right here. Now in the comics, you know, he can see around corners with these, and there's little cameras on them, but it doesn't quite look like it did in the Civil War comics or before Civil War. But let's put this guy together. Well, actually, let's check out the back of Iron Spidey. You can see, yeah, there's 3 holes, and it looks like they're just going to peg in like that, and they do stay in there really, really good. There is a hinge right there, which is sweet. A hinge right here. So me, honestly, I think that's good enough. I know a lot of people are complaining, but for the price of entry, yeah, I think that's good enough. Let me get this guy together, throw him in a few poses, and of course, we'll take a closer look. Boom! We have Iron Spider out of the package. I just wanted to show off how well articulated these Waldos actually are. I've seen nothing but bad things in reviews that I've seen so far, but to me personally, I don't own any figures with Waldos, so you know, I can't really compare them to other ones, but I think how much more articulation could you want out of this? I think that looks absolutely sick, because there is, yeah, 1 bend, 2 bends, and a 3rd bend. So yeah, there is 3 hinges in each arm, but yeah, I just wanted to show it off really quick. Let's put him in some cooler poses and we'll move on. So here's Spidey again in a very similar pose, but I just wanted to show how these Waldos do stretch out with the pose that I had him in, because you know, the pose does look kind of cool. I did lower his fist a little bit, but overall, I'm gonna want to know, oh, excuse my dog there. She is such a good watchdog so far, but overall, I want to know if he can actually stand on these, hovering over his Captain America shield like I've seen everybody else do. But without further ado, let's get on to the next pose. Here's Spidey on the Hasbro flight stand today. You can get those on Hasbro Pulse in 3-packs, by the way. But yeah, here he is swinging a punch with the Waldos out. Obviously, this guy here, I am definitely going to leave on a flight stand. And just that pose right there probably won't damage him over time. But I think that looks pretty darn cool. Let me go ahead and throw some whip hands on him, and we'll see how that looks. Here's Spidey with a set of whipping hands. You can see he's like jumping in and whipping at the same time. Very, very cool figure, man. I am very happy with this. In fact, you know, it's not too often you get to have so much fun with them, huh? But yeah, that looks really, really cool. In fact, I'm just gonna take a picture of that one really quick. And seeing as I have my bendy webs nearby, you can get these on Instagram from Bendy Webs. Just go ahead and search Bendy Webs with a Z. And yeah, you can pick some of these up yourself. But there he is with the bendy webs. That looks absolutely cool, man, doesn't it? So sweet. It's not even funny. Super happy with my bendy webs. And of course, as I was saying earlier, yeah, you can articulate the claw right there. You can also articulate right here, and also a little joint right up here in the back. But I think this is super fun, and that's what it all comes down to. So let's try another pose for you guys, and I'll be right back. Boom, check that out. Super cool. And another shot of Spidey with the bendy webs. This is actually pretty complicated to get him to look cool with all those Waldos and that bendy web, but overall I think, you know, it's a fantastic figure. It's just his crunch doesn't go down as far as I know most people would like. See, he just doesn't crunch very far, which is a bummer, but you can get it to look really cool overall. Let's just get rid of that bendy web, pop him off of here, and there really isn't too much to show that you guys probably haven't already seen it all, but you can see how the eyes bug out, and those are, this is Stark technology, which is totally cool. It was made for Spider-Man. I believe Mary Jane wore it. And overall, yeah, it's just a super cool figure. You can see the butterfly joints where the paint goes all the way through. You got all your swivels and double jointed pinless arms in all the places that you want. This gauntlet, I don't think swivels around, but the boot does. So I know in some of the pictures I may have taken earlier, it may not look as good as I would hope. But this figure overall, it feels fantastic. The leg finally falls out for the first time, but it just pops in, and you know, it's really is stiff in there. They're, like I was saying earlier, you know, for the price of admission, I think this is just a fantastic figure, really do. But the only problem is yeah, that crouch, he just doesn't want to crouch down as far. Well, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me get this Spidey really quick. Yeah, I mean, look at the difference. Pretty big difference. Pops back really far, so if you wanted him to do some cool, like avoiding spider moves, well, avoiding bad guys, you can definitely have him doing that. No drop down legs, it looks like. Articulation and everything on the legs is just phenomenal. Really great figure. I'm happy with my purchase, and coming from Sean Solo 8, I highly recommend him. And I've been using Rhino a lot in my recent videos, but again, here's Spidey doing a little karate kick, about to come down for a fight. Attempting to get him to stand on the Waldos is a different story. I've been trying now for probably about 10 minutes. It's definitely not going to go on the turntable. He's definitely going to tip over there, but you can definitely get him in the pose from the comics. But holding the weight of the figure is just a little bit more difficult. Now here's Spidey on all three legs of the Waldos, and you can get him to stand on two, but I'm telling you, it took me about 10 minutes. So if you want that perfect shot, you're probably going to need to do like blue tack or use a stand. But this is him on all three. So if you wanted to keep him that way, as you can see, yeah, he does stand pretty good on there. But I think it looks pretty cool. You can see, yeah, see how he just slowly starts to tip. So, but overall, I think it looks sweet. So it can be done, definitely. Let me try it one more time, just on camera for you guys, so you can see the two. And if you have any tips on how to do this, let me know in the comments below too. I would appreciate it. But yeah, see, he just wants to tip forward. So lean those back to try to distribute the weight a little bit. But yeah, there you go. So that's just on two Waldos. The one thing that bums me about the windowless packaging, yeah, there was a few of these on the pegs, but you can see I do have a defect on mine, it looks like. I don't know if that'll come off. But yeah, that's the only downside to the windowless packaging. And you can see, you know, a lot of marbleization right here on the neck. It's just, you know, almost unavoidable how bad it is. But again, when you get to the front of the figure, you know, it all is forgiven because he just looks really, really cool. And his head, you know, pops back so far. Look at that. Super cool. Just a dynamite figure, guys. But let me know if you guys are going to be picking up Iron Spider, because I am definitely glad I did. So check out one of these videos up on the screen, and I will see you guys in the next video.